Good morning and happy Friday. We finally made it to Friday. This is your directional video for today's assignment, which is October 30th. We're basically going to be using today as a review day because on Monday is going to be your science MPA. So we're going to review. And there's a lot of different resources, and I'm just going to quickly go over so that you can kind of see what we're going to be reviewing in class today. Of course, this first link will be your study guide or study outline. And very simply put, you're going to be covering the topics of sciences, prefixes, and suffixes, their words and their definitions, which we call the language of science, or your word cells. Also the topic of the characteristics of life. Then you have cell theory and plant and animal cells. And then lastly, what we covered for the past week, which is basically your cell transport, which is osmosis, diffusion, passive and active transport. Now, when you take this MPA, these are all questions dealing with big picture ideas from the content that we've been learning over the past month and a half, okay, or almost 2 months. So that's what you are going to be responsible for knowing, and this is a study outline, essentially, so you know what those topics are. They're also listed on the second page is a list of a bunch of vocabulary terms. You should be able to look at this list and be able to rattle off everything you know about these terms or these topics, okay? So you should be able to give an example, if it's an organelle, tell me their job or where they're located, tell me one of those characteristics of life and how it relates to being a living organism. So this last page is going to be helpful for that, to just kind of do a self-check as to, are you prepared? Will you be successful on this MPA? So that's those topics. You'll also see under the post, I have posted a game kit, which is an assignment that you can play. And I think my max is $1 million or $100 million for you to complete this assignment. Again, I just wanted it to be a larger number so that you can kind of keep on playing until you really know that vocabulary. I believe there's upwards of 50 or 60 different vocabulary terms that you can review. And then last but not least, and this is unique to this class period, but in the link posted, you'll have access to all of those other Quizlet sets that I've been posting and that you've been reviewing over the past month and a half, dealing with the topic of your word cells, the characteristics of life, and then, of course, your cell organelles and cell vocabulary. So a lot of those resources are for you. Some of you guys have been doing really, really well this marking period, so you're going to be successful on the MPA as long as you kind of do a basic review with that game kit or the Quizlet sets. Some of you guys, haven't been, so you're going to have to put in some extra time over the weekend to kind of review those concepts. So if you have any questions, again, feel free to reach out. All your teachers would love to help, and of course, Monday is your MPA. Thanks for joining.